What is up, you guys? You're watching Sergio's Secret. Before I get started with today's video, if you please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe button. I post a video Monday through Friday on contemporary and designer fashion. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss anyone I upload girlies. And today we're going to be talking about the hottest it bags or some of the newer releases from the designers. And we're going to be giving it, is it approved? Is it hot? Is it not? Is it Sergio's Secret approved? Let's go ahead and talk about it. I'll leave the links for everything down below, including what I'm wearing and all the handbags that I'm mentioning. Guess why I'm wearing this blazer? So we love this little, it looks better in person. So it literally has like these crystals throughout it. And when you walk at night, it just gives the girls a little good crystal moment. And what bag right now is the hottest crystal bag? It happens to be the Prada Crystal. Actually, I'm gonna move a little bit to the bag that we're gonna be talking about. It's going to be the Prada Reissue Crystal Edition. I am so here for this bag. I am in love with it. I've just seen this bag like literally 3 days ago. I was like this close from buying it. I'm like, should I buy it? Should I not buy it? But I ultimately didn't end up buying it because a girl has priorities and I can always buy the bag a few months later. Because what I noticed with Prada is when something's really popular, they'll keep on making it. So if I do want it, it'll be there. The crystal bag, I love it. I think it is so beautiful. It is so pretty. When it first came out, I wasn't a big fan of it, but I had to see it in person. When I saw somebody carry it, I was just like, oh no. I said, this bag is so me. It is a disco ball. You are the life of the party. You are that girly. Like, you are already that girly if you already have the classic nylon one. But if you have the crystal bag, oh, Miss Thing, you are it. Like, you are that girly. And I'm just here for it. The Prada Crystal bag is Sergio's Secret approved, and I'll use it as a daytime bag. I'll use it as a nighttime bag. I'd be the hottest girl. I can wear this blazer. I can take it off when I'm hot. Fling the Prada bag around my arm. Make my man carry this jacket, girl, and keep it moving. You know what I mean? That's how we are on this channel. I said, let me feel my little Prada fantasy. Let me carry it. Show the little girl a little tank top moment or a little bodysuit moment, and he can carry the jacket. So Prada Crystal, definitely going to be approved. The second bag that has came out that has been taken by storm is going to be the Chanel top handle bag. I've also thought about buying this bag. I've seen it in person. I really like it. But I'm going to hold off on this one a little bit. I want to see how it kind of wears over time. But I'm definitely here for the top handle trend, and I like that it has more versatility. Yes, I love to have a Chanel bag, sling it as a crossbody or as a shoulder bag. But I love to carry in the crook of your arm because when you're walking, you're just like, oh yeah, like it's my Chanel bag. Or when you carry it at night, yeah, it's my Chanel bag. Versus just being slim back, and especially slim back, you know, sometimes you may not have control unless you want to have it super up front here. Sometimes I don't like my bags to be super up front here. I kind of really like them to be all the way in the back or on the side. And so the Chanel top handle just gives me everything that I want. I can give it a crossbody version. I can give the girls a shoulder bag moment. I can give the girls a top handle moment. I can give them whatever they want and whatever I feel like it. So Chanel top is really great. And I can also see myself adding this handbag before the end of the year. I definitely love it. And that's the bag that's now on my wishlist. So I know in my wishlist video I said that I kind of want like another 19 or like a denim Chanel bag. No, this is going to be the bag that I want to add next in my Chanel collection. I only have 2 other bags, but that's a bag that I really want. The next one is going to be, well, the next 3 bags are going to be the Valentino bags. The first one's going to be the Valentino top handle Maltese bag. It's this one right here. This one is not going to be Sergio's Secret approved. Something about the handle, something about the positioning of the studs, it looks kind of small. Like, I just don't like how this one is done proportionally. I feel like it should have been done a little bit smaller or a little bit larger. Particularly, I would have loved it if it was done a little bit larger. I feel like it would have been so cute. It's the same thing, that top handle moment, crossbody shoulder. Girly loves versatility. We love to, you know, have options, you know, when we carry our handbags. But proportionally, I'm just not the biggest fan of it, and I've seen it in person as well. I didn't really care for it. I wasn't really starstruck when I saw it. Now, the one that I am starstruck is the kind of like the classic one that on all the rock studs that you do that silhouette in. I love that bag. I think that bag is so gorgeous and so pretty. But I think the green bag is done spectacularly really well. Like, I really love it as a green bag. It comes in white, it comes in black, I think it comes in pink, it comes in a bunch of colors, but I would say the green one's my favorite one. I love it, especially with the sandals. I'm here for it. I do love the Valentino oversized stud. Just in the first bag, I just didn't like how it was done proportionally. I think this one right here is done really well. We shall see how this will stick with Valentino. I know Valentino is, the rock stud is their signature collection, so they kind of gave it an updated look, but I'm curious to see how it's going to go because Valentino bags, they're very easy to get discontinued after a few seasons. They'll fade away with stuff all the time. So I'm very excited to see the longevity in this. If it was blowing money and can go and buy whatever handbag, I would have added it in the green color. Very curious to see the longevity that's going to be within the extra large Valentino bags. The next one is going to be the Valentino Atelier bag. This one I absolutely hate. I don't know, I can understand the craftsmanship. I can understand how people could see it's beautiful. I personally, guys, don't see it. I don't see the beauty in it. The early 2000s, it kind of reminds me of that. And every single time I saw like an influencer or like a celebrity have it, it didn't really go well with their outfit. It just seems like they were just, you know, they were ready to like, cut me a check, Valentino. I'm just gonna wear the bag, take a picture, leave it in my closet. I'm gonna wear the next Birkin that I have in my collection. I'm gonna wear a Chanel Classic flap. That's the vibe that I got from this bag. It is not really cute. It's really expensive, and I don't think this one's it. This is probably one of the ugliest bags that I've ever seen Valentino do in a very, very, very long time. Like I said, I don't hate on a lot of things, but I'm very opinionated and I like to keep it 100. The Atelier bag, it is not cute. If they really wanted to add that incorporation, there was other ways to add it, but the way they did it, I was just not a big fan of it. And I can see this one going on sale at the end of the season. Anything from this little line, it's a no for me. A very popular it bag that is out is going to be the Versace La Medusa bag. I have seen it in person. I love this bag. The reason why I won't purchase it is because Versace is a brand that's very kind of like Valentino. They're very easy to discontinue things, and for me, I'm a very kind of core person. That's just how I am. I know you can say buy whatever you love, but also my heart changes all the time. Like I cannot be loyal to one handbag. I cannot be loyal to one jacket. I cannot be loyal with one brand. I love to switch around. I love options, and I think that should be, as I should. I'm living my best life. I should do that. And so as much as I would love to add this bag in any color, any variation, particularly the lilac one, I'm not a big lilac person, but I do really, really like this one in the lilac. I don't know, I've also liked the Bottega Veneta Jody in lilac. I think that one's done phenomenally well, really beautiful. I think lilac is a color that I'm gravitating towards, and I'm not usually a big kind of colorful person, but the lilacs have been done really, really pretty. And the Versace La Medusa bag, I really hope it does really well for Versace. Hopefully they bring it out into more colors, more styles, more variations. And I really want to see Versace succeed as a handbag brand. I know they do ready-to-wear pretty good, eyewear and footwear, but I really want them to succeed in the handbag market. I feel like there's a place for the handbag market. And so I'm very, very excited to see how they will be going forward. Obviously now they're with Capri Holding, with Michael Kors and Jimmy Choo. I really want them to have a stable collection, that they have like 2 or 3, 5 or 8 years, and that they could have it and it's a staple, and people, oh, La Medusa bag, Versace, you know what I mean? I really, really want them to do something like that for the brand, and then everything else can be like mixed over. I think they should have one core, and if they want to change everything else every other season, I think they should. Like Valentino, at least they have their classic Rockstud line, and everything else kind of changes. I feel like that's what Versace should do. They should have like one classic line, and everything else can change. It could be fine, but hopefully the La Medusa sticks, and it is Sergio's Secret approved. I do really like the Versace La Medusa line. I think it was done really, really tastefully and really, really well. Next one is the Bottega Veneta mini double knot bag. This one, absolutely not. Like, it literally looks like your child literally wrote in with like a little Sharpie or like a little shaded pencil and just put the little weaving on it. Like, I know I can get why they wanted to put like the weaving detail, but like it looks so cheesy. I think it looks better without the little shade pencil little thing on it. It is not cute. I do not like it at all. I know that they were trying to do a handbag under $1,000. I think they would have been better off without the bag just being simple and plain leather. I think them trying to like swivel it and kind of make it look like a pier weaving in the handbag, I don't know, it looks kind of cheesy. I'm not here for it. So unfortunately, that one is not Sergio's Secret approved. I don't know, when I saw it, I was like, is this for real? Like, are you sure this is like a mistake? Like, and then I had to go through different websites. I was like, oh no, like this is something that they're really gonna come out with. And I'm just like, I'm not a big fan of it. Like, if you want, I don't really like it at all. The next one is going to be the Chloe Woody bag. Now this one I did talk about, our Chloe bag's worth the money, and I'll leave that video linked down below if you're interested. So about the Chloe Woody, let's talk about it. So a lot of you guys know I used to work at Victoria's Secret. I didn't even work there that long. I think maybe I worked there like a couple of days, and I used to be a customer from Victoria's Secret. And one of the things that I noticed about the Woody bag is that it looks a lot like a Victoria's Secret with purchase bag. I worked a couple shifts in the cash wrap, guys. I was ringing up these little girlies with a little coupon, with a little Victoria's Secret card, whatever it is. And you know, when you spend 75, 85, 95 or whatever it was, Pink Nation free, you know, when you have to like scan it and you give them the bag, this bag, Woody from, see, I said Victoria's Secret, see, I caught myself there. This bag from Chloe literally looks like a Victoria's Secret bag. I cannot unsee that. Like, am I the only one that thinks that? Maybe if you worked at Victoria's Secret, you will probably understand where I'm coming from. Or even like certain Bath and Body Works totes, they literally look like a shopper bag that you get when you buy something. You buy something, they look like like a Lululemon shopping bag, or like something like that, where you can just kind of put your groceries in there, or you go to Trader Joe's, you go to Whole Foods or Target, you put your little groceries in that bag. That's what it reminds me of. I find that there was like no creativity. They said, girl, we want a Victoria's Secret shopping bag. We finna put Chloe. We finna call it a day. We're gonna charge a rack. And I don't know, I haven't seen this one carried in person, but honestly, it just kind of reminds me of a Victoria's Secret gift with purchase bag. So I'm not here for it because it kind of gives me trauma. So absolutely not. I do not like this one. Sorry, I'm being so blunt in this video, but I have very strong opinions, especially when it comes to designer handbag. Another handbag from Chloe is the Chloe Kiss bag. So Chloe does really good it bags. I feel like the last it bag that they did that was really successful, it was either like the Faye. Me editing the video. It is not the Faye. The last it bag from Chloe was the Test bag, in my humble opinion. Daryl is, I mean, it's doing good, but it's not doing the best. Daria is not doing the best. Like, they try to push all these little it bags, but I think the last one was really like the Faye. This Chloe's back full force with an it bag. Like, this one's actually gonna stick, in my opinion. The Chloe Kiss bag. This one is a really nice bag. This one is gonna stick for Chloe. Like, I already know, normally I'm very kind of iffy, but the Chloe Kiss bag, this bag right here, is thought out. It's really pretty and it's gonna hold up. I love the little hardware on it. I love that all of us are starting to wear more jewelry. I like that it has kind of like a little bit of a statement piece on it in the hardware. And I love the bag. I love the silhouette. I'm here for it. Like I said, I love Chloe bags. Like, I really appreciate them. I think they're made really well. Even rant about the Marcy. I love the Marcy so much. But you know, they do, a lot of the handbags do come and go. But I do see this Kiss bag really sticking for the next 3 to 4 years. I don't think this is gonna be like the Abby, where it came and went so fast. Like, I remember it went by so freaking fast. I really don't think so. And those Abby bags were expensive. They were like some of them were like $26.50, and people bought them full price. And now, like, on the prelim market, you can literally get the largest one for like $1,000. So I really think that the Kiss bag is gonna stick for Chloe. So we shall see. Next bag is going to be Saint Laurent La Carrie bag. Yeah, I want to say La Carrie. Literally, when I saw that bag, do you know what it reminded me of, guys? Like, it literally reminded me of this bag right here. It reminded me of a Celine box bag. I don't know, I think it's like $3,000, and I didn't really like the way like the hardware was shaped on it. I thought it was like a little weird. I don't think it was proportional. It was like that Valentino bag. Like, I feel like it wasn't done proportionally. It kind of throws me off. It kind of makes me insane. And so I'm not a big fan of it. And for $3,000, I don't know how longevity this will be in Saint Laurent's collection. I'd rather go for the Celine box bag or go for the Tory Burch Eleanor. I think there are a lot of handbags that kind of have that same aesthetic, but I don't see the Saint Laurent La Carrie bag really sticking. As much as I love Saint Laurent, you guys know how much I'm a big fan of YSL. Not the biggest fan of this one. I'm gonna keep it 100. I do not like it. I don't think it's a cute bag at all. So unfortunately, La Carrie, hasta la vista, baby, because you are not approved by me. Next bag is going to be the Christian Louboutin little straw toe, baby. So we love a little straw toe. I have a little wavy one here, a little gay little wavy bag. And so I see that a lot of brands are starting to come out with straw bags. It kind of started with a wavy, and then I see like Chloe has one. All these other brands are starting to come out with their version of a straw bag. And so Christian Louboutin came out with their own straw bags. And I will say, I do like Christian Louboutin bags. Like, I like the Cabata, I like the Paloma, and I like a lot of their clutches. I think they're really pretty, and I think they're really well thought out, especially if they're like a corresponding shoe. I think they're done really well. Depend which one, but for the most part, I do like Christian Louboutin hand. The straw toes, the way like the Louboutins like on that flap, it kind of killed the vibe. I wish they would have incorporated it maybe like in the handle where to like Christian Louboutin, or maybe like some way have like rubber handles. I don't like it is proportionally. I don't like it. It looks like they said, oh, we want kind of like a Loewe style handbag for our customer, and that's what they came out with. I don't really like it. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I'm gonna be really honest. It'd be a no for me. Perdóname Dios, pero ese absolutamente no lo quiero en mi vida. I've actually never talked about this handbag brand on my channel. I think I've mentioned them before, but not as actual handbags. It's gonna be Balmain. So we're talking about Balmain today. And today we're going to be talking about the Balmain chocolate bag. So there's many variations in this one. Normally, I'm not the biggest fan of Balmain handbags. Like every time I see them, I'm like, oh, I'll see you at Nordstrom Rack at Saks Office, the Outlet. Like that's literally what I think about when I see Balmain bags. But this bag right here, this baby right here is so freaking adorable. Chocolate bar, cassette, chocolate from SpongeBob SquarePants. Remember that one episode where it's like that guy goes crazy over chocolate? That's how I'm going crazy over this bag. I'm drooling, like literally my mouth is watering just thinking about it. The Balmain chocolate bag is gonna be an absolute yes for me. I love it. I don't know how the longevity it is. I don't care about the longevity. I'm so here for this chocolate moment. I've been into chocolate so much. I've been having such a sweet tooth. Well, let me rephrase that. I've been restricting a lot of sugar in my body, and one of my favorite things is to have like caramel in my strawberry drinks. I love to have like a lot of chocolate bars, and so me just seeing that, it just kind of gives me the satisfaction of thinking about a chocolate bar, but it's like not an actual chocolate bar. And it kind of reminds me of my cassette, which I have right there, and sometimes I think about me eating it. So it kind of gives me that chocolate fantasy, and I am here for it, baby. I'm living for that chocolate fantasy. To be my hot or nots, do I like them, do I not like them? I feel like out of all the handbags on this list, the one that I really practically see myself purchasing is honestly going to be the Chanel with the top handle, but I also really like the Prada one. I think those two are really big contenders on my designer wish list. And I now made a couple adjustments. Now I know I don't want another 19. I don't want like a bigger flap. I want the Chanel mini rectangular top handle. That's the next bag that I want from Chanel. Like I was really contemplating which one should I really want. And I was kind of like, I wasn't like picking just to pick one, but I was just like, which one, you have to pick one. But no, this is the one that I actually really like. So I would love to hear your thoughts and your opinions on this hot or not. Do you like some of them? Do you not like some of them? Do you like my opinions on them? Do you not like my opinions on them? Let's kiki it down below. I know I missed out a lot of bags. Like I know Todd's made out one. If you want to see part 2, or I can make one next month, let me know, girlies, because I'm more than happy to film that video. But yeah, I'm so drooling about that product bag. So that's why I had to wear this. So it made me feel better about myself. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I'll leave the links for everything down below. I love each and every single one of you. I post a video Monday through Friday on contemporary and designer fashion. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any one of my uploads. Los quiero, y los miro hasta la próxima video. Bye guys, y que se cuidan mucho.